Welcome to EDU638, Instructional Design and Improvement. This is a 3-hour credit course, and it is on the graduate level, which means that your work needs to be on a graduate level. I am Dr. Belinda Anderson, and I teach full-time in Chester County. I'm not available during the day. That's important to note. However, I do check my email during the day, so if there's an emergency, that's probably the best way to catch me. Otherwise, I will be in school with third graders. If you look at your syllabus, you will note that there are many ways to communicate with me. Our class actually is going to communicate through Contribute that you see right here. We have an ID number. It's 767776. You can post it anytime, and I will check that at night. I am on Facebook. I have an email address. I have a phone number. You're more than welcome to text me. I have a Twitter account. Please follow me on that. I have a blog. And so those are good ways to communicate with me. Our course basically is about being an instructional leader and what it means to be to have a learning-centered leadership. We are going to look at instruction and see what that means. As far as an instructional leader, we're going to look at teaching, we're going to look at assessment, and all from an instructional leader perspective. If you are a student within the doing guidance counseling, I hope we'll be able to find a means to help you with this course, but it really is an instructional leadership course. Our topic and themes, if you'll notice in our syllabus, is about teaching and learning, diversity, abilities and challenges of students, learning, motivation, teaching, classroom management, assessing student learning, and then assessing and changing school culture and climate. We will be using the text Hoy and Hoy, Instructional Leadership. It's noted in here what you will have to read and what you do not have to read. If you look right here, Course Smart, there's a link there. The textbook is a digital one, and you can rent it for $180 days. The price is a little bit cheaper. Then you'll notice that we have learning outcomes. You'll note these on Blackboard as well, so you'll understand them. This is an online course, and so watch all the videos, read everything, and after you do that, ask questions. It does require participation on your part, and you'll see that as we go through the syllabus. This is the course outline. It gives a class schedule. I understand there's emergencies that can cause assignments to be late, but you've got to tell me about them so that I can help you out with that. I'm going to do my best to grade things within 48 hours. I really try to get you feedback before another project is due so you'll know where you are in class. Guest blogging assignment is a Google Doc and has a value of 200 points. You need to go the first thing and log on to that and decide what you want to do from that because it's first come, first serve. If you don't have a Twitter account, you need to have one by week 4 because we're going to be tweeting for the week. There's a link that tells you how to do that if you're unsure about how to create an account. We do have 8 weeks in our course. Here's the 8 weeks. It tells you when assignments due. Typically, assignments are due on Saturday evening by midnight. With one exception, which is right here, and the contribute assignment, which means you're just introducing yourself to the class, is due by the 22nd. So it goes through and it talks to you about what's due each week. If you will look, it gives you the week, what your assignment is. It tells you what to read, tells you what you need to be doing, and if there's a wrap-up. Now, you need to remember the syllabus gives you information, but Blackboard gives you even more information. So don't just go by this. You have to go by this and what Blackboard says. So in week 1, we have a contribute assignment. You're reading Hoy and Hoy's chapters 1 and 2. There's a Jeopardy game you're going to play, and then a plan of action for an area of refinement. And there's wrap-ups for everything and introductory videos as well. On week 2, guest bloggers begin. We are watching a Chapter 3 instructional video. You read Chapter 3. There's a No Growth, No Achievement assignment that actually deals with Padlet. So if you're not familiar with Padlet, you'll become familiar with that. If you look at week 3 here, guest bloggers again, reading Chapters 4 and 6 in the book. See what pages to read. They're listed. So don't read all the chapters. It's telling you what to read. there is Chapter 4 instruction. It's all laid out in your content folders. So don't just rely on the syllabus, rely on those content folders as well. So this is Chapter 4, this is Chapter 6. Here's your next week here. There are guest bloggers this week. This is when you need a Twitter account, so this is week 4. This is asking you to read Chapter 5. We are going to do motivational tweets. That's the assignment. And this will be a pretty neat week for us, I think. And then week 5, we're back in Hoy and Hoy's Chapter 7. But look, you only have to read these pages. We have a video to watch during that week and then a group discussion. Please pay attention to group discussions and your comments within those. The group depends on you. That's your classmates. Then we go to the week of September 20th, and we are reading Chapter 8 and doing an article review. Then we go on down here, we're watching a video, and we're taking a test. And the only chapter you read there is Chapter 9. And it says take the test while you read through Chapter 9. So don't read Chapter 9 before you take the test. You can read it while you're taking it because there's specific pages that you'll go to. And then the last week is your special assignment or your project. It's kind of a culmination. Well, not kind of. It is a culmination of what we've been doing the whole semester. It is instructional leaders sharing their stories. What story do you have? And as you go through this course, you'll hear more and more about this, how important it is for us to share and to give people information about what you're doing so that we can use what you're doing and so we can grow and so that you can grow in your sharing. And so our final project is a pretty neat project. You are going to create a project within 5 to 18 minutes, and you're going to read about why 18 minutes is the best amount of time to do for any kind of a presentation. You have a lot of options within this project, and so there's no right or wrong way to do it, but there's a lot of information about it. All of the information, evaluation, assignment-wise is tracked on Blackboard. There's rubrics for everything. So your points will go up there. You'll be able to see them automatically. You should be able to see the rubrics when you get on there as well. If you go down here with assignments, it just gives you a little bit more detail about it. Again, don't just depend on your syllabus. You need to be in Blackboard reading the content folders because it's going to give you a great deal of very good information that should give you enough details in order for you to complete your projects. And then that's just about all. Grading policy is this. We're on 1,000 points, so 90 is an A. So 900 to 1,000 points is an A. So you can go through and see what your assignments are, what the point values are, figure out what kind of grade you want, and work accordingly. It's all laid out right here for you to see. I will give Fs. So if you don't work, guarantee you won't get your points. If you work and do an exceptional job, then you will get your points. The next part of it is don't cheat, don't steal, do your own work. You're a graduate student. You can do this. I have faith in you. And then the rest of it is just talking about computer. It's what you've probably seen in most every course. That is our course syllabus. And then we have student learning objectives. There's a content map located in this folder. There are 5 student learning outcomes for this class. They are listed here, 1 through 5. And then if you look below, there is an ID number that goes with a content folder. It tells you the assignment or the content, that's assignment or assessment and content, and it gives you what SLO it's covered and then what NCATE standard. So you should be able to use this in order to create some of these projects for your portfolio. Again, if you have any questions, comments, you don't understand something, please feel free to email me. I'll be available as much as I can possibly be available. But I suggest that you get in here and get on Blackboard and head into course content, and you should see everything you need to know and probably more things than you want to know about this class within this course content. I'm excited to work with you. I've been an adjunct professor at Freed for several years now, and I'm a graduate of Freed-Hardeman myself, and so I desire for you to have the best education that you